watching Victronic TV show.
Truth Beyond the Booth.
Truth Beyond the Booth is back. We've got three heavyweights in the electronic music realm here in Vic City. Two guys here are originally from Victoria, like Vancouver Island OGs.
Born and raised, right?
And then you got to contend with the two Brits. They're sitting across from each other here too. So you guys are gonna get to meet everybody. My name is Agent MC, lyrically undisputed heavyweight. First on the list, why don't we go clockwise, right? The same way that like a record goes around, right? Let's start with Mr. Shawnessy, who actually looks like a DJ, by the way. Like, I like your outfit, bro.
I do happen to be a DJ.
Yeah. And Shawnessy, starting with you, you can give us all a lesson about branding. Talk to us a little bit about the branding aspect out of promoting yourself and really the drive behind that.
Okay. I'm a very creative person. I love art. I love music. And this is just kind of basically an extension of, my persona, I guess you could say. I've been branding for a while now. I started, making t-shirts when I was like 14 years old. And it's just, I haven't always done it. It's ebbed and flowed over time. But I've branded pretty much everything. DJ Shawnessy wise, everything from bottle opener keychains to like t-shirts, hats, pillows,
Pillows.
Booty shorts, aprons, I don't know. The list goes on and on. So.
Yeah, now in terms of the music that you play, because I'm a house head as well as a D&B guy, but you play house, right?
Mostly. Yeah, definitely mostly house. That's my jam. That's what I love the most.
Yeah.
I'm an old school hip hop head too, like early mid 90s. So I have a lot of hip hop records and collecting records since I was like 17. I don't know how many records I've got. I'm still I wouldn't say a vinyl purist at all, but I love my vinyl. And
so who are you rocking in your headphones in terms of hip hop then? So who are you liking from? Is it like the old school, like 90s hip hop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Souls of Mischief, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Gangstar, like Guru and DJ Premier.
And in terms of the house music, I know we were having a conversation a couple of years back, and you were telling me back in 23, you're like, yeah, I like Island Nights.
Oh, Inland Nights.
Inland Nights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we all like Island Nights, don't we?
Yeah, that too, for sure. I love Inland Nights. I could probably play a whole set just with their tracks alone, so...
A duo from the UK, Inland Nights have been purveyors of high-quality house music since 1998. They've got about 9,000 followers on Facebook, 7,000 on Insta. They've played high-profile EDM events like the Miami Winter Music Conference, while earning a headline spot at Tomorrowland for the 10th anniversary party, which took place in Belgium back in 2014. And with funky tracks like this in the crate, no wonder Victronic TV is a big fan of DJ Shawnessy.
I'm half Kiwi. My mother she's from New Zealand. Yeah.
So that's your connection. Have you been back?
Yes.
Yeah. What's it like down there? Did you go raving there?
Yes. It's a totally different scene, but it's vibrant and lots of good music, lots of good artists, and I'd love to go back soon.
Last gig I saw you playing at was New Year's with Benny the Jet.
Oh, correct.
And yes. It was in that beautiful venue. Like, what is that venue? It's down by the Boom and Batten.
That's right. It was the Victoria International Marina.
That is a sweet venue. I think it's available for rent if if some of you promoters out there have got a few extra thousand hanging around. Yeah. The rental fee for the space begins at $2,500. It's got a capacity of 150. The only thing is, if you're going to be throwing in an electronic music event, it's only able to be open until midnight, and that's largely due to it being in a residential area.
It's a small one, but it's posh and
Yeah.
amazing, right on the water and everything. So.
Yeah, that like $1 billion backdrop, eh? That must have been a great gig to play at.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very fun.
Everybody all dressed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Different crowd, you know.
Swooping over clockwise. What are we at? 11 a.m.? Is that what time you wake up?
I'm
Skez?
still at the club.
Nice. Well, we've got Skez here, and Skez and I met on a beach recently. It was romantic, wasn't it? It was bromantic. And there was some beats playing in the background, and then I found out with his accent that he's a true Brit.
Born in Kidderminster, UK, Skez moved around a bit in his youth, ending up in Leeds, a little further to the north of England. And in his early 20s, he became the frontman of a gothic alt-rock band who liked to rave around Manchester and Liverpool between gigs.
I was a singer in a band originally, and then I came out of that when the band imploded and quickly just fell in love with electronic music. This is the 90s. One of my favorite gigs was like Carl Cox in Liverpool at one of the Cream gigs. Just unreal. You know, you got dropped off by a minibus at 11, you got picked up at 6 a.m. and you just danced solid all night long.
And it changed your life.
Totally changed my life. And then I moved around. I was in Brighton just before I left the UK for Canada via the Cayman Islands in the Caribbean.
When did you start DJing?
For sure. So yeah, I was DJing just before the year 2000. I got myself some decks, Technics, and I took them with me to Cayman. And I spent 3 harrowing months really trying to learn how to beat match in Cayman. And I remember like hurling my headphones on the floor multiple times. But after about 3 or 4 months, managed to nail it. And that was literally like riding a bike for the first time. I was so happy I could do it.
Have you seen those DJs that ride their bikes while they DJ?
Okay, now you're making me feel inadequate. Yeah, one thing about Cayman, we were playing on the beach a lot, right? So you can't really take your decks to the beach because as soon as the wind blows, you're getting sand on the vinyl, and then all hell kind of breaks loose. So pretty soon after learning how to DJ on vinyl, I was moving already into the CDJ realm. So, and that kind of took over while I was in Cayman. And then from Cayman, met a girl. She lived in Victoria, and I ended up in Victoria and sort of fell into the whole Burning Man scene here. About 70 people. A lot of them are, totally my best friends. Amazing people, amazing creative bunch. So we had a whole stint of Burning Man.
How many Burning Mans did you go to?
I've done 6 in total.
Wow.
And it cut, well...
I've done 6 on YouTube.
It's still good on YouTube. Like, I get FOMO but just watching it kind of brings something back. So in about 2012, 13, that was when the Treehouse Art Car, which was kind of put together by the Victoria crew, was taken down to Burning Man. And playing on that at night while it's moving on the top deck across the playa, unbelievable experience. You just unforgettable.
And then you became part of the Jellyfish Lounge, which is a collective of people who've been throwing events, for like a decade?
Pretty much, yeah. So after that crew sort of ceased to go to Burning Man or just took a big break, then everything focused locally and stuff started happening in Victoria. So, and just through local festivals, fundraisers, beach parties, we've just built and built and built until the Jellyfish camp, which is at Otherworld, has sort of become what it is today. And I think the last 3 years really kind of intensified the energy in that camp. So it's quite something now. I put out a monthly mix, and I've been doing that since 2015.
Yeah.
Consistently. I think for me, consistency is one of the key principles of just how I like roll my life, kind of thing. And I think I just sort of Matt, one of the fundamental people in the sort of Jellyfish crew.
Yeah, Matterson, right? DJ.
We all gelled and all sort of came together and all found this commonality. Yeah.
Mr. Spyne, last but not least, David, you've got your hand in a lot of Pi's electronic music scene locally.
Yeah, definitely.
I met you several years ago. I think I was driving you home or something after an event.
Yeah, I think you drove me home from some rave or something like that.
Yeah, and you're like, I have this dream, and I'm like, what's your dream? He's like, I'm gonna get a big ass sound system. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, like because I had a few like sound systems doing weddings and that.
Oh yeah.
And so you're like, yeah, I want a big. It's almost like you were daydreaming out loud at night.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So talk us through how you began manifesting that, and then to where you're at now with Black Lotus Sound.
Well, I'll start with where I got into the scene,
Yeah.
I actually started messing around with music probably 2006, maybe early 2007. I downloaded this cheesy software called EJ music production or something like that. I don't know. It wasn't even DJ, but and then it's just like one where you like drag and drop samples and stuff. And then I moved on to Sony Acid, and then started using Ableton, started producing music, and that was before I'd ever gone to a rave. I went to my first show at Sunset Room in 2008, and then I played my first professional show there in 2010. So it really all kicked off for me in 2010. That was also the same year I threw my first outdoor bush rave. Those have always been the kind of parties I've liked to do, is like the underground of the underground, like the outdoor bush raves and just house party stuff like that. That's where I really started.
You've got this like, yes, let's go energy. Because I remember if you line up 5 or 10 people in a row and you say, let's do this, I wonder how many people would be like, yeah, how are we gonna do it? You know what?
That's kind of how I've always done things, I've never really like gone out of my way to find a team. It's like the teams always come to me, Yeah. And then I'm really good at directing people, getting them to do what needs to be done. And
so with Black Lotus Sound, you've built sort of a production company that does sound and lighting too, a little bit.
Yeah. We usually like rent our lighting or a subcontract lighting guy, but we are working on building our collection. Like we brought a couple really cool moving head lasers and stuff like that. But yeah, promotion, the whole bam. But yeah, we bought the speakers for Black Lotus Sound. I guess that would be the next big step because I'm DJing since 2010 and whatnot. But then we bought the speakers, I think it's coming up on 3 years ago now, and right when we got them, like it was in shitty shape, like the inside of the speakers were covered in mold and dirt, so we stripped them, scrubbed them, ripped all the old moldy carpet off of them, and
we could actually
totally
in real time how you were doing that because you posted every day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've got all the footage and everything of upgrading the system, and then finally the final kick was putting in the new drivers, so we more than doubled the power of them, and had to make some minor modifications to the box, some more reinforcement, some minor internal, like I guess we just put like sound insulation and stuff in there to just handle that extra power to stop the boxes from flexing and stuff like that. And that really just brought it up to another level.
You have all this equipment. It's like when you've got it going at full tilt and you're like, it's like humming. How does that feel?
It's a full body bass experience. You feel it tickles your arm hairs. Like it's fully enveloping, right? Like I've actually just recently started running my subs in stereo because I usually have them spread apart. And we just recently added 2 more single 18s and then 2 more double 18s. But the way the boxes are designed, we kind of use them as mid-range bins. Yeah. So now we have, it's like 14 18-inch drivers and 6 15-inch horn-loaded tops. So yeah, when you're running all that in stereo, like it's an experience, you know.
I'm a DMV addict, it always brings me back. I turn into an animal when a DJ hits the track.
As part of Heat Score, I personally had the privilege of experiencing the full Black Lotus sound rig, which was loud and proud in place at the Echo Grove event, presented by Lucid Nation. You can see the interview with Raised by Wolves and Rooks about that event in the first ever episode of Truth Beyond the Booth. Echo Grove's coming up on the 26th of September in Machosen, BC.
And yeah, the system just really bumps now, and we're getting lots of good gigs now. We're doing sound for Imagine One Love, so that's going to be pretty awesome.
Inspired by Woodstock, the 4th annual Imagine One Love Festival will be a 3-day affair taking place near Port McNeill, September 11th through 13th.
The music gets me high.
The lineup is stacked with Vancouver Island talent and will include Victoria's pop-up king, My Love, as well as Matt Hatter, who recently blew up Songhees Park in Victoria on Canada Day. Just look at that billion-dollar backdrop. There's more information at imagineonelove.ca. Head north and follow the speed limit and you'll be in Port McNeill within 5 hours. It's about 350 clicks from Victoria. Not that far to go to feel as free as a hippie.
Spyne, you got any mixes out lately?
I'm actually going to be releasing one soon. I wanted to record it live at my birthday beach party, but
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, I just recently turned 36.
Nice. And another piece of news that we found out recently, you're now a proud dad.
I am. My little guy just turned 1 year old.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's give him a round of applause.
Hey.
Right on. What's that experience been like having, being a new dad?
It's been crazy. Like, obviously I've had to take a bit of a step back from the scene, but I'm starting to get my toes back in, but yeah, no, it's been really awesome just watching this little creature that you created, like, just starts as a little potato and now he's like friggin' like a little man. Like, he's almost walking already and he's only a year old. It's crazy. Yeah.
Skez, you also got kids too, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say, and the next thing you blink and they're like 15 years old. It's like incredible.
I know, they grow up fast. Like, even just this year just flew by.
Totally. Yeah, I took Osha to Otherworld, my kid, and unfortunately, it was the 1 year it rained, so all our stuff got soaked, and we were literally out of there in 2 days. It was funny. Now she won't go back at all.
Let's move on to the topic of pop-ups, because we've all been involved in them, and it seems to be a culture that is growing exponentially. Everybody now seems to be doing pop-ups. Is this a good thing? What do you think? Is it overkill? What's happening here? What are your thoughts?
I love pop-ups. I think they're great. It's just if it just happens organically and people are like, let's go play some music. And we've got a few good spots around the city that are getting used quite often now.
I remember when you guys used to just like set up in Bastion Square. There'd be this video and you guys are just going hard. Like Bastion Square,
we used to do the Beacon Hill bandstands too. That was actually like way back in the day. We used to climb over the fence of the Beacon Hill bandstands, plug in a cord, and then we'd just set up there. And there was one time, I think we probably had close to 100 people, and we went till almost 5 a.m. before the cops showed up. It was crazy.
And you just post it on social media and everybody knows where it's at.
Yeah, it was mostly just word of mouth. Like, there was no Facebook events or anything. It was just word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Like, in your community specifically?
We don't really do pop-ups. We haven't done any sort of specific pop-ups, but I think the idea is great. It seems to me like it's a bit like the house party vibe, which drove the scene, like, I don't know, last 10 years and before. And brings in a wider audience, right? If people just stumble into it, that's the best feeling you can possibly have if your day suddenly changes when you bump into something like this.
The reason that the pop-ups are doing so well is because of the economy. Like, people just don't have the money to spend on going to like a $40, $30 show. So they're like, wow, let's do this, right?
Well, it's the same for the promoter as well, right? Like, you don't pay for a venue. Like, maybe you pay a few bucks to rent a few things here and there, but like generally it's like most of the DJs volunteer their time, and you know, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of the DJ names themselves, we didn't cover this yet. Shawnessy, where did the name come from?
Well, obviously Sean is my first name. Yeah. I kind of tied it in with the expensive cognac Hennessy.
I thought that was it.
Nice. Yeah, so I actually have a couple different aliases. I go by Shawnessy for like house mainly, and then Shenanigans for like drum and bass.
Oh, like Shawnanigans?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You got it.
Nice. I see what you did there. That's nice. So yeah, do you play drum and bass as much as you play house, or
no?
Was it like a 70-30 or something? Or
I'd say like 80-20.
80-20? Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, you were playing some stuff down at the beach the other day, right? I remember. It was a bit break beaty. It was more than your house stuff, yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, you always know that you're going to like get some head bobbing going when Shaughnessy's on the decks. I always enjoy the stuff that he picks to put on.
Yeah, I like playing new stuff. I like playing old stuff. So usually a good like blend is nice.
Yeah,
it's always good to pull out the odd classic.
Absolutely.
The sing-alongs, yeah.
Because people have forgotten about them, right? So just dust them off, get them back out there.
It's actually funny when you hear a track from like 20 years ago and you're like, oh my god, that was like that. Whoever produced that was way ahead of their time. They produced it for like now. Skez, your name?
Yeah, so my family name is Skerritt. So when you're a kid in England, I was at school, 10 years old. Nobody wants to call you Skerritt, right? So they just chop your name and put a Z on the end. So that's where Skez came from. I've been called Skez since I was 10. Even my mum calls me Skez now, so it's stuck. So I'm just gonna use Skez because everyone says it's an unusual name when they hear it. So.
And how long have you had the septum ring? Because everyone's wondering.
Oh, okay. So I got this when I was 21. Yeah. So.
Was there a wild night story behind it, or?
Not really. No. I actually went to a crazy piercing place in Birmingham in England, and it was something like the 21st floor of a block of flats. A gay guy was running the show, and I remember looking at all these magazines with like the front covers were like guys and girls with just like hundreds and hundreds of rings just hanging off every part of their body, and I was like, Jesus Christ, okay, let's go, right? I got my septum done, my belly button done. I think my partner also got hers done. You know, there was maybe a tattoo went in on her as well. It was a whole bunch of stuff that one day. The sort of reason I got it done though is because I was super into Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
A band from back in the day, and I totally used to follow that lead singer because I was also a singer in a band originally. So that was the whole concept of why I did it in the first place. But yeah.
So you came from that the goth world, right?
Goth and then alternative rock kind of thing. You know, Jane's Addiction, Smashing Pumpkins era. That was when it was.
Do you ever play any remixes from that genre when you DJ?
Yeah, not so much, have to say. No, not really. No.
I'm wondering how they go over. Like,
some ideas for your next mix.
Yeah, maybe try and drop something in.
And of course, Spyne. Like, where did that name come from? With a Y.
So, I don't really know, you know, kind of an interesting story. I guess like back in the day, in my prime, you know, when I was throwing lots of bush raves, I was really the only person like doing the outdoor bush raves at the time. Like nobody else was really doing the thing. So it's like somebody told me that like I was the backbone of the outdoor rave scene. So I don't know. And then I just kind of, you know, changed the I to a Y and just became Spyne.
Man, that's awesome.
I've kept it
I
since,
never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that's how you got your name.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Because you are, though. You still are. Spyne, what kind of music you playing? Are you multi-genre these days?
Yeah, I'm a bit all over the place. My mains are like house and drum and bass, but I've been throwing a bit of UK garage in here and there, and I also really love speed garage as well. All the UK music, it's great.
I just play and listen to house, and I just sometimes feel like I missed the memo on that one.
Yeah,
The UK seems to spawn so many new genres, right?
Yeah, going back to when you were asking me about the newest set that I'm going to release soon. It's a mix of bass house, speed garage, UK garage, and drum and bass all in one set. So it's an hour and a half set, and it just it goes through waves. So it goes through starts with bass house, goes into speed garage, then into some UKG, some drum and bass, then kind of does that loop one more time. So it goes through 2 cycles of that, and it's a really fun one.
And you are a scratch DJ too.
Sometimes, yeah. When I'm feeling it.
Yeah, so let's have a little look at Spyne right now. He's a scratch DJ. Check this out, Victronic TV. Truth beyond the booth? Dude. We've got a scratch DJ in the building. I mean, come on, it does take a bit to get used to doing that.
Yeah, it takes practice for sure. But I actually did figure it out on vinyl first. I started off on the funniest little MIDI controller you could ever imagine. It was just this tiny thing. It was literally like this big, like the cheesiest controller ever. And then finally, I moved in with my buddy, and he had a set of turntables and a huge record collection, with some legends in there, and I just probably went at it for a couple weeks, and then finally went at it for a couple weeks, and then finally probably 2 weeks in, I was spinning hour-long sets without train wrecking at all, just house music. And then I finally started getting to drum and bass with a bit of vinyl, and that took a little bit more practice, but I finally got it. And then I finally started trying to scratch on vinyl, and that was tricky, but got it. And then when I jumped onto it on my MIDI controller, it was just oh no, no problem whatsoever.
You guys into scratching at all?
No, not really. But I heard they use crayons on the vinyl to mark where you can push the vinyl back to if you're playing. So you can see that as a DJ, but the needle just cuts through it without causing a problem.
I just use crayons for my coloring book. That's all I use. But do you scratch? No?
Very little.
Yeah.
Not really a turntablist.
Right on, well.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember seeing guys like Craze, DJ Craze, come into when he played at Deep Lounge, R.I.P. Deep Nightclub, which is, that would have been it actually ended up being Infinity Nightclub.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what it is now.
That was the guys who used to run Hush.
You were around in the Hush days?
Oh, yeah. That was the first club I ever went to when I turned 19.
Oh, man,
I think I played there 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. And you played Hush?
I did not play Hush when it was Hush.
You didn't play Hush?
But I remember Sylvain playing Hush, and it being SantaCon one year. And that was literally the most explosive gig I've ever witnessed in Victoria. I've never seen a crowd going off quite like that night. It was epic.
And when it comes to earning a living, our DJ guests are all on the daily grind. Shawnessy works in building maintenance, when he's not sporting furry jackets, supporting local shows. And as for Spyne, David runs a moss removal company.
I run a business doing exterior home maintenance, primarily moss removal, but we also do basically anything people want cleaned on the outside of their house. If you need your moss gone, call Moss Away.
There you go, and there's a phone number up there so you can get your roofs all in shape.
Last but not least, Skez is a computer geek by trade, and this year he's earned himself a rather special trip overseas.
In August, I'm gonna head out to Ibiza, so I'm gonna get. It's the first time I've been on my own as an adult, because I got taken there as a kid by my parents quite a lot, but I've never.
Isn't that child abuse?
Wow. Well, maybe that's why I'm a DJ. 'Cause, who knows, right?
Truth
It's,
beyond the booth.
Yeah.
So you're going to Ibiza. What are you going to do there?
Definitely gonna hang out in some of the coolest spots. I've been definitely researching the island. It's got a really, if you go in the north and the east coast to some fantastic secluded spots. Obviously San Antonio, where all the raves, real heavy rave stuff, is on the west coast. So I'm gonna go to Pasha. I've never been there, and gonna see Solomon for sure. But then other DJs to be determined. I've got to see what the schedule is and how it fits in. But main reason for this place is there's a total solar eclipse happening over the ocean at just before sunset. Nice. So that's going to be a crazy show. So looking forward to that.
Fantastic. We've been hanging out with the Triple S squad. Shawnessy, Skez, and Mr. Spyne. You found out some more truth beyond the booth. My name is Agent MC, your boy from Heat Score. And if you don't know what my DJ name is yet, do you guys know what my DJ name is yet? Because I've been trying to do the branding, right? Do you know what it is?
No.
Shit!
We perform his Heat Score with Cooney.
Yeah, Heat Score. But then I've also got the Formidable Throwdown.
The Formidable Throwdown, right? I have seen you post that. Yeah.
So there you go. So the branding's not working, but it's getting there. Yeah. Right on, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Truth Beyond the Booth. We'll be back with another one pretty soon. See you on the flip. Yeah.